Hachette Audio presents A Voice in the Wilderness. A pioneering biologist explains how evolution can help us solve our biggest problems. Written by Joseph L. Graves, Jr. Read by Kyle Chapple. For accompanying figures and tables, please see supplemental PDF. Dedication. For all my friends, especially those who have been with me the longest, Tom and Mark. I couldn't have done any of this without you. Introduction. When the priests and Levites from Jerusalem came to John the Baptist, they asked him who he was. John replied in the words of the prophet Isaiah, "I am the voice of one calling in the wilderness. Make straight the way for the Lord." The Gospels tell us that John stood in opposition to the powers of the temple, as well as to the Roman Empire. For this opposition, he would eventually be beheaded at the command of Herod Antipas. In January 2021, it was reported that the very dance floor where John the Baptist was condemned to death might have been discovered. In Western culture, John's ministry and martyrdom have taken on a significance wider than its association with the Christian Gospels. It has been a metaphor for any perspective of great importance and truth that has been silenced to maintain the status quo. I am a voice in the wilderness. I wasn't always that. This book is about how I came to be that, what my voice has to say, and why evolutionary science is of such great importance to the time we find ourselves in. Somehow, as I was growing up, the people closest to me knew I would become such a voice. My mother couldn't understand why I spent so much time reading. She lamented the amount of time I spent with my funny books, mostly the Marvel comics of Stan Lee. My father couldn't understand why I spent so much time and money competing in chess tournaments. My high school friend Mark Pinto's mother, who was definitely psychic, looked at me one day and out of the blue said, "Your life is going to be filled with struggle. People are going to always say that you are wrong, but in the end, they will all know that you were right." Proof of her prophetic abilities came a few days later when she asked me whether I knew anyone who drove a yellow Volkswagen, adding, "For some reason, I see you spending a lot of time in a yellow Volkswagen this summer." I told her I didn't, but the next day at a party, I met a girl who became my first serious girlfriend.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?